Now, these are gill nets. It's actually, you know, an environmentally friendly, low energy way of commercial fishing. And here's how it works. In this part of Alaska, the nets are, you know, it's call it 1,800 feet long, 1,200 feet long, and 60 meshes deep, which translates to about 25, 30 feet. At the top, you have these corks, okay? They hold the net up. At the bottom, somewhere, you have this lead line. And so the net sets like a curtain in the water, and the fish swim into it and then, you know, get hung up by the gills, and then the fisherman pulls the net in. The boats that you see in the 40-foot range with the big drums or reels on the back, those are gill netters. They roll the net off the drum into the water, wait, I don't know, 10 minutes, an hour, whatever seems appropriate, and then they roll the net back in, and as they roll it in, they pick the fish out and you know, put the fish in the fish hold, and either they have ice in their fish hold or they have refrigeration, and then they either deliver every day or keep their fish cold and deliver to the cannery. But this is a fishery that's a small boat fishery, 40 footers, something like that. Often just 2 people on board, usually really good for families. You see a lot of couples, and it's a pretty successful fishery. I was a gill netter for 15 years, and it does have its challenges. For instance, this place where we used to fish Point Baker, there was this infamous tide rip called the Big Meanie, okay? And you're fishing this area, everyone's got their nets in the water, and you want to get close to this line, which is this geographic line, which is the edge of the fishery, beyond which you're not allowed to catch fish. And the fish are coming from that direction, okay? But the challenge is that when the tide turns, this huge tide rip with, you know, whirlpools and kelp and sometimes logs and trees comes roaring around the point. And literally, if that catches you, you know, that's it for a couple days, because you could actually lose your nets. And everyone kind of, you know, you want to stay there as long as you can, okay? Because the longer you stay there, the more fish you'll catch. But if you stay there too long, you'll get caught by this Big Meanie. Plus, there's this critical timing issue. The whole idea is that the tide ebbs towards this line, okay? And when you get to the line, you have to pick up your net and get out of there, or you will be illegal, and the fish cops might be there in a boat or an airplane. But if you can time it really well, then you will ebb down to the line and you'll stop, okay? And that's what we call a front row seat. And if you time it just right, you'll stop, and then no one can set in front of you because you're right on the line, and the tide turns, and you'll get this little rush of fish coming over the line. So, you know, as you cruise along the coast, look for gill netters. There's probably 400 gill netters in southeast Alaska right now, and it's a pretty successful way to fish.